जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा श्री चैतन्य मंगल की जय। श्रील लोचन दास ठाकुर की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Mangal reading. We are reading from, so we just started, we had one session so far. Let me see. Page 5. I'll just continue reading. So this is the beginning of the book. So at first, what we read previously was offering of prayers, seeking blessings, like that, and also uh, the Vastu Nirdeshatmaka Mangalacharan. That means the subject matter, whatever is going to come, that was said in Sutra form. So we'll continue. Grantha Arambha, the book begins. Song in Varadi Raga Disha. Oh, 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 I place many offerings before Lord Gaura. I sing of the virtues and glorious form of Lord Gaura, who to the whole world freely gave the gift of ecstatic spiritual love. Glory, glory to Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Nityananda. Glory, glory to blissful Advaita Acharya. Glory to Gadadhar Pandit. Glory to Narahari Thakur. Glory, glory to Srinivas, who is worthy to perform pure devotional service. In my heart, I offer respectful obeisances to the dear devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Now I will speak the stories of Lord Gaura. Please hear them carefully. In private, Damodar Pandit asked, "Why did Lord Gauranga descend to this world? You give the answer and I will hear it." My heart is filled with bliss to hear that answer. So Damodar Pandit is asking this question, why Lord Gauranga descended to this world? Why did the Lord turn away from his dark color and accept a fair colored form? Why, when the holy names are sung, Does he roll on the ground and allow his limbs to be covered with dust? Why did he renounce the garments of a householder and accept sannyas? Why, alas, did he wander from country to country? Why did he weep, calling out, Radha, Radha, Govinda? Why, visiting home after home, did he freely give the gift of ecstatic love? Now I will repeat the confidential answers to these questions. Even a fool who hears these answers will be delivered. Hearing these questions, Murari Gupta said, so who asked this question? Damodar Pandit. He asked this question of whom, from whom is he asking? Or he's putting these questions to whom? Murari Gupta. So Murari Gupta is answering. Please hear, O Pandit, I will answer all your questions. The Dharma Shastras say religion is completely manifest in Satya Yuga. I tell you, religion is 3/4 manifest in Treta Yuga. I tell you, religion is half manifest in Dwapar Yuga and 1/4 manifest in Kali Yuga. That is the opinion of Dharma Shastras. As sin increases, religion wanes, right? As sin increases, religion comes down. As people neglect their duties, varnashrama wanes. When people neglect dharma, then varnashrama starts to decline. The Kali Yuga is filled with the blinding darkness of horrible sins. Sins are increasing, right? In Kali Yuga, everyone is drowning in sin. Everyone is devastated by sin. Seeing no true religion present, the great sage Narada kindly decided to rescue the Kali Yuga. He thought, the black snake of Kali Yuga Das, the black snake of Kali Yuga Das, devoured everything. He thought, who is thinking? Narada Muni. He thought, religion should be established. Without Lord Krishna, no one has the power to establish religion. Therefore, I must quickly bring Lord Krishna to the Kali Yuga. Because Krishna says, Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So, Krishna will establish religion. So, Narad Muni is thinking, religion has to be established. Because of Kali Yuga, everyone is performing so many sinful activities. So, I must quickly bring Krishna. What the devotees desire, Lord Krishna also desires, always. What the devotees desire, Lord Krishna also desires always. That is the opinion of the Vedas and Agama Shastras. What is the opinion of the Vedas and Agama Shastras? Whatever the devotee desires, Krishna also desires, always. If I, a servant of Lord Krishna, desire to do it, I can bring Lord Krishna to the Kali Yuga. First, I will observe the activities of Kali Yuga. Then I will bring Lord Krishna, who is religion itself. Then I will bring all the demigods. They will be Lord Krishna's associates. They will be his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. In this way, Narada and the sages, Brahma and the demigods, and Durga and the goddesses all took birth on the earth. They all took birth on the earth. By their expansions, the members of the Yadu dynasty in Dvaraka also took birth on the earth. Now I will tell everything of how the Supreme Lord descended. So by the way, this is not Dwapar Yuga. We are not talking about Krishna's descent that we read in Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? In Dwapar Yuga, how all the demigods appeared and then Krishna is going to appear. This is in Kali Yuga. Narad Muni wants to bring Krishna down in Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga also, Narad Muni and the sages, Brahma and the demigods, Durga and the goddesses, they all took birth on the earth. And by their expansions, the members of Yadu dynasty Dvaraka also took birth on the earth. Where? When? In Kali Yuga. Now I will tell everything of how the Supreme Lord descended to the earth. Please listen with care. Gaura avatar is the best of all avatars. No other avatar is merciful like him. Feeling unhappy for the sufferings of others, the great sage Narada sang nectar descriptions of Lord Krishna day and night. So we read this in Chaitanya Bhagavat. When a devotee is suffering, right, when he sings the descriptions of Krishna, then that drives away all the sufferings in the heart, all everything, he'll get pleasure from that. So feeling unhappy for the sufferings of others, the great sage Narada sang nectar descriptions of Lord Krishna day and night. He traveled in the world of birth and death, eagerly singing the glories of Lord Krishna. But the people would not listen to Lord Krishna's holy name. They wanted only things of the material world. Overcome by tasting the sweet nectar of Lord Krishna's glories, Narada spoke with a choked voice. One moment he wept, the next moment he loudly laughed. Playing his veena, he sang Lord Krishna's glories. Tears streamed from his eyes. Within and without, Narada Muni was plunged in the nectar of Lord Krishna's glories. His every limb filled with the bliss of ecstatic spiritual love. As he wandered in the material world, Narada did not hear anyone chant the holy name of Lord Krishna. Sad at heart, the sage was very surprised. He did not see any way to save the people of the world. Everyone was bitten by the black snake of Kali Yuga. Everyone was always aflame with pride and delusion, devoted only to their bellies and genitals. Everyone was bewildered. They had forgotten Lord Krishna. Their hearts were always splashed by greed, illusion, lust, anger, intoxication, and pride. They thought that splashing was just like nectar. Which splashing? Splashing by greed, illusion, lust, anger. They thought this was splashing of nectar. They were needlessly troubled by thoughts of it is I and it is mine. Who am I? What is mine? That they did not know. Seeing the unhappy situation of the people, worried, Narada began to think within his heart. He thought and thought. He did not see any way to rescue the people of the horrible Kali Yuga. Wandering and wandering, he finally came to the gate of Dvaraka city. Lord Krishna, who is the crest jewel of the masters of the demigods, and who is the king of Dvaraka, passed the whole night happily, enjoying pastimes in Queen Satyabhama's palace. So, we read that Krishna is eternally residing in Vrindavan, he is eternally residing in Mathura, and he is eternally residing in Dwaraka. He is always there and his pastimes are always happening. And when it is time for Krishna's appearance, that means manifest pastimes, right? At that time, when it is time for his Prakata Leela, at that time, all the Vishnu Murti forms, Purusha avatars, they all come and they join Krishna. Like they come to Mathura, they emerge in Krishna, and then Krishna appears in Prakat Leela. But otherwise, Krishna is, and then when Krishna winds up when at the end of his Prakat Leela, once again when it is Aprakat Leela, that means everyone is not able to see him. At that time, all these, Lord Narayan, and then the Kshirodakashaya Vishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, they all come out and they go back to their respective places. Once again, Krishna is there in either Mathura, Vrindavan, or Dvaraka, performing his Aprakat Leela. Eternally he is there. So this is Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga, we are seeing that Narada Muni went to Dvaraka. So Krishna is still performing Leela there, right? He's performing Leela there. So Lord Krishna Aprakat Leela, which everyone is not able to see, but Narada Muni is a great devotee. He's saying, Lord Krishna, who is the crest jewel of the masters of the demigods, and who is the king of Dvaraka, passed the whole night happily, enjoying pastimes in Queen Satyabhama's palace. When the sun rose, he performed his morning duties. Then he hinted that he would visit Queen Rukmini's palace. Hearing of her good fortune, Queen Rukmini could not keep still. Her every limb trembled. She carefully cleaned her palace and then decorated her body with exquisite garments. A band of many different instruments played. Everything was blissful. At the time of the Lord's auspicious arrival, there were many auspicious full water pots. Many ghee lamps burned. So all these are auspicious signs. They keep full water pots at the entrance and ghee lamps also uh, for the auspicious arrival of the Lord. Overcome with bliss, Mitravinda, Nagnajita, Susila, and Subala offered Arti to the Lord. So they also came to Rukmini Devi's palace. They all are offering Arti to Krishna, bringing scented water. So they are all the wives, Mitravinda, Nagnajita, wives of Lord Krishna. Bringing scented water, Queen Rukmini washed the Lord's feet, placing the Lord's glorious feet. One second, I lost. Placing the Lord's glorious feet to her breast. With great love, Rukmini gazed at her Lord. For a moment, she held the Lord's feet at her breast. Holding the Lord's feet, Rukmini wept. Surprised, Lord Krishna asked, I do not know why you weep. Why do you weep, O my queen? Please tell me. To me, you are more dear than life. That the whole world knows. Who is more dear than you? Tell me, did I defame you? Did I not obey your command? You do not speak. O my queen, what wrong did I do? Only once did I tease you. You remember from Krishna book? So Krishna is saying, only once did I tease you. You became very unhappy at heart. How many times did I earnestly beg forgiveness? Your hard heart never softened. That means I begged for that. I begged forgiveness for that. Looks like you haven't forgiven me. That's why you're still weeping. Hearing these cruel words come from the Lord's mouth with sweet anger, Rukmini said, my heart is hard. It is not soft. Still, I am fortunate in one way. You are my very life. Your feet are more dear to me than life. Tasting the Madhvika nectar of your feet. Even Lord Shiva dances, wild with bliss. You know the whole world perfectly. Still you cannot understand the words of one who loves your feet. If you place your heart in the love Radha feels for you, then you will understand the love your devotees feel for you. So Rukmini Devi is experiencing the bliss coming from the lotus feet of Krishna when she was holding Krishna's lotus feet. And then out of that ecstasy, she's weeping. So Krishna is asking, why you're weeping? Looks like you haven't forgiven me for teasing you. That's why you're still crying. You're still weeping. So Rukminiji is saying that you won't understand the feelings of your devotee who is tasting the nectar of your lotus feet. You cannot understand. For you to understand the feelings of the devotee, you must accept the heart of Srimati Radharani. Right? If you place in your heart the love Radha feels for you, right? If you place in your heart the love that Srimati Radharani feels for you, then you will understand the love your devotees feel for you. Hearing these words, the Lord felt great wonder in his heart. He said, "What did you say? What did you say, O my queen? Please say it one more time." "What you said I did not hear very well. What was it? I do not understand it." "Hearing your rare words, I feel drawn to you. My heart is filled with wonder. What is this rare thing so hard to find in the three worlds? I think it would be very wonderful to hear about it, or perhaps see it. From your mouth I have heard of something even I do not understand. How can I understand the bliss that now fills my heart? Oh, my queen, please tell me about this thing. Tell me, tell me." In this way, Lochan Das faithfully describes the glories of Lord Krishna's feet. So, what should we do? Stop there for today? Okay. So, yes, Mataji, you wanted to say something?
No.
Today is Snan Yatra. So, let me see if there's anything we can read about Snan Yatra. 1 second.
Puri?
I don't know. I'll have to see what there is. Mataji will know to share about Snan Yatra. Vindhyavali Mataji.
Not that I like you, I can talk, Mataji. You talk, I listen. Sweet words. The nectar has to come from your mouth.
No, I can only repeat.
Yeah, that is enough. Even repeating also we cannot do.
Let me see what I can find.
Gaudiya history.
Yeah, this is only. Yeah, this is not festivals. Sorry. So we could have read something from Chaitanya Charitamrita, but we don't have Snan Yatra Leela from Chaitanya Charitamrita. We hear about Jagannath Ratha Yatra, but Snana Yatra is once a year when Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, Maharani, uh, they fall. I mean, they're brought. They get a abhishek, full abhishek. Otherwise, every day they're not given abhishek like uh, other deities. You just do manasik seva, manasik abhishek you do. But on this day you do full abhishek, pouring all the ingredients like milk and yogurt and honey, ghee, uh, bathing Jagannath, and with so much bathing, Jagannath falls sick. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, they catch a cold and they get a fever. So for the next 15 days, it is called Anavasara, right? During that time, Jagannath doesn't go back on the altar, but he stays in a separate quarter where he's being restored back to health. And his diet is also very special. He gets very simple khichdi and lots of sweets. And yeah, no decorations and not, it's like, they're taking rest. But also during this time, the deities are painted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's on the altar all the time. When do you paint? So it is during this time that the deities are painted. And after 15 days, and also devotees, they bring gifts to Lord Jagannath. They cannot go and take darshan. About Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we read that we don't read so much about the actual procedure of how they're worshipping Jagannath, but we read about Mahaprabhu's feelings at that time. Mahaprabhu is missing seeing Jagannath on the altar.
Mm.
He cannot bear to stay in Jagannath Puri without seeing Jagannath. So he leaves Jagannath and goes to Alalnath. He goes to, next village or town. So because he cannot tolerate to see the altar without Jagannath. So he doesn't stay in Puri. So after 15 days, then it is Rath Yatra time. So then, actually, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we read that devotees from Bengal, they arrive for Rath Yatra. So they come a few days before Rath Yatra. So when Mahaprabhu gets news that devotees have arrived, then Mahaprabhu comes back to Jagannath Puri. And then he engages everyone in cleaning the Gundicha temple. Because in Rath Yatra, the Lord actually goes to Gundicha temple. So they prepare Gundicha temple for the Lord's arrival. So that we read very elaborately, how nicely, how meticulously, and how thoroughly Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cleans the Gundicha temple, and he engages all the devotees in cleaning that temple. So that is actually, that signifies devotees cleaning their hearts. And Mahaprabhu is most expert in cleaning. All the devotees, very enthusiastically, they were sweeping and collecting big, big piles of all the dirt. But all the devotees, so many hundreds of devotees, each one was given a broom, and whatever they had gathered, all of that put together was still less than the amount of dust that was collected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone. He was so
Oh.
expert in cleaning. And after the first time of cleaning, now he would say, now let's go back, do a second round of sweeping to remove any finer particles of dust remaining. So thoroughly he would clean. And after that, now they brought hundreds and thousands of pots of water uh, to clean, to pour, and to wash the whole temple. And they made human chains, and the water was being passed on from one devotee to another. And during this whole time, while they were cleaning, and you can imagine so many devotees, how much organization is required, right? but nobody would say any word. Everyone would simply say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And the person who wanted something, he would say Hare Krishna, and the other person would understand what he wanted. Oh, give me a flower, give me a pot, or whatever it is. But they wouldn't use any words. They would simply say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
That's good.
Everyone would perfectly understand, what they were supposed to do and what they wanted. And thoroughly, Mahaprabhu cleaned the whole Gundicha temple and then prepared the place for Jagannath's arrival. So, this is like cleaning our heart and preparing it to invite the Lord into our heart. So, then after that, the Rath Yatra will start. So, today is Snan Yatra. So, after Snan Yatra, then the next 15 days is the Anavasara, and that's when they clean the Gundicha temple also.
Yeah, I had been to Gundicha temple, but the deities were in the temple. When deities were not there, then they allowed us.
Right.
I just went all the 3 places. I just had my obeisances.
Yes.
But the deities were not there. Deities were in the main temple.
Yes, Mataji. During that time, they don't allow when the deities are because it's their private.
But Jagannath temple, I went inside and then I did the parikrama.
Yes, Mataji.
Only one time in my life, that's all, Mataji. Now I can go or not, I don't know what Jagannath's thing is. I cannot. That is the only time I went, and I just, whenever I go to temple, we do parikrama. That's how I just did it, that's all. And now I know all the importance. Now I know where Prabhupada did what. All those things now I'm hearing. But I'm too far from there.
Well, Jagannath came to you now. You're in ISKCON Philadelphia.
Yeah, but when I was close to original place, I didn't know. That's what today or yesterday I was telling somebody. I was today only. Somebody came from the temple. I said, when I went to Jagannath, when I was there in Radha Yatra, and the 70s, and I must have seen Prabhupada. I must have said like pranam, but I don't know how he was. Who say Prabhupada is. So now I know everything, but I'm too far. So that's why whenever we get chance, I think we should take advantage.
Yes.
So I did it, but not this thoroughly. This time I know everything. If I go again, if Prabhupada is there, that would have been my life's ambition. But Mataji, one more thing is recently these daily Bhagavatam classes, I heard this Chaturshloka. I want to I couldn't understand thoroughly, Mataji. What should I do? Huh? What should I do? See, I thought, if you explain, it would have been more elaborate. I can ask question. I can understand from you.
Let's set
But
up.
one time one person gives, one time one person gives the class. So that way I couldn't get the full this thing.
I can send you a link where one person is only teaching not just Chatushloki but the entire second canto, and there are several like sessions. So you can, if you want only Chatushloki, you can go to that particular session, and after listening to that, if you want any more, I mean, you will not, because those are the
Is there any way to listen from you?
from me. Okay,
How
let's
can
set
I
up
listen?
a time and then we can do.
I want to listen because I can, my language. And not only that, I just, certain things I'm little bit not
Sure,
able to.
let's do it. Let's set a time, not now, not immediately, but we will set one time, and maybe through Zoom we can do, and if anyone else wants to join can also come.
Yeah.
We'll do the Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Yeah.
I want to go through that again because
Sure.
it's so important.
Yeah.
I did, but not thoroughly. I want to get it.
Yeah, let's do that.
If it is possible.
Sure, Mataji. I'll be happy. Priyanka Haripriya.
I'll be happy, huh?
Priyanka Haripriya Mataji raised her hand.
Oh, okay.
Mataji, Priyanka Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I dropped the text in the chat then. So, do you know the pastime behind this?
Gajavesha. Why the Lord takes Hathi Vesh. Yeah, I read it a few times. I'm just thinking the details. Actually, King Purushottam Dev, you know, एक minute. Isha, you remember the story of Gajavesh? Isha, do you remember the story of Gajavesh? You don't? Okay, the details, exact details, we don't remember. I mean, I can look up and pull them out, but uh, it's like there's another king neighboring of a neighboring kingdom, and their deity, that king's deity is Lord Ganesha, and of course here King Purushottam Dev's deity is Jagannath, and they have a battle, a fight, and the king who is defeated, right? Uh, yeah, something like they bring Ganesh from there to here, and then you know the details I'm not able to recollect, but that's how, because of this fight, their deity, worshipable deity is Ganesha, and here the worshipable deity is Jagannath, and then they actually bring, I think they take the deity from here and put him in the back of the temple. Something is there like that, but I can refer to that. I didn't bring that book. If you have that book of Jagannath stories, it's there in that. You've seen that book?
By Purushottam, by His Holiness Purushottam Maharaj? No, that is Purushottam Kshetra. I think that is what Parikrama. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is not about Parikrama.
I don't have, I think.
It's called Jagannath Stories, yeah. So in that you'll find that story. I used to read it to my kids when they were little, so I remember having read it. But now I don't remember the exact details. But I'll see if I can find, I will send you. So,
I will also check online if I can also find. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, ma'am. No problem. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I will end here. Mataji will set up a time, and we will do a Zoom meeting, and we can do the Chatushloki Bhagavatam one day. We will do.
Inform me also, Mataji.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the group. Set a time. What will be a good time? Like one of our morning classes. Mataji, what time works for you? You're in mute. Mute.
Yeah, morning, that Bhagavatam class is going every day.
So what is a good time for you?
I don't know whatever good time for teacher, not for me. We cannot ask students good time.
Because morning and evening we have classes 6:30 to 8.
Yeah.
Again evening 6 to 6:30 supposedly. It's a little flexible. So I mean, I think because it'll be a one-time thing, it'll be good if we have.
Can we finish one day? One day we cannot finish. Is that right?
May not be, yeah.
We want to go thoroughly now. One day,
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay, so it's like 1 hour session if we do, then we'll do a few days. I'll let you know, Mataji.
Yeah, you are convenient only, Mataji.
Maybe afternoon or something, late afternoon or something.
Afternoon we can do. So your convenience only. You know what? Afternoons, how I am getting busy these days. Usually 1:30, Tuesday only, 1:30 Balabhadra Prabhu gives Bhagavad Gita class. Okay,
Is it
1:30 to
1:30 now? Not evening 5?
only 2:30, only Tuesday, 1:30 to 2.
Oh,
Okay. Now, that Shravani, there is another late girl used to live close to my house. Her sister lives in London. So her husband also a priest. So what suddenly she said, Mataji, would you like to join London? My sister has some class. I said, okay, I'll jump in. 3 o'clock, 2:30, 2:30 to 3. Okay, that is Ramayana.
okay, okay.
We're reading Ramayana. So there are 5 people are there, Telugu only. I suddenly jumped in. Afterwards, I came to know, oh, that was so interesting, Ramayana they are reading. Oh, God, I got in there. So my whole day is going now. From
Okay.
7:50 to 9, I'm in this class. And then 1:30 to 2, that Balabhadra Prabhu's class. 2:30 to 3, this class. And then 5 o'clock, we have every day that, Bhagavad Gita, happy hour. Monday